Run. Fight. It makes no difference. The Power Rangers are no more.
I'm just gonna say this right now. Three episodes in with this, I love this series. And, you know, and the thing about it is, the crazy thing about it is, while I was walking home from work today, well, not even that. That what I'm getting ready to say is even more important than what I was about to say. After I did the reaction, or I've been doing the reactions to Power Rangers Unworthy, this remarkable thing happened. So, it's very surreal when, you know, content creators, reactors, or stuff like that, they make these types of videos, right? Reactions and whatnot to certain things, certain topics, and normally, for us, we would think that, oh, you know, it's not really important, you know. People aren't just gonna, you know, like the actual creators of the stuff that we're talking about is not gonna just outright contact us and say, you know, such and such, well, thank you for this, that, and the third, and whatnot. And the thing about it is, they don't even have to. They don't even have to say a word. And yet, when content creators feel as though, you know, that's the case, and then they turn right around and it's not, and we get contacted by the very people who we are talking about and reacting to, that is what I'm trying to say is, Unworthy Productions have been DMing me. The team of Unworthy Productions, the friends of the team that from Unworthy Productions, have been just messaging me on Instagram, of all things. How they got my Instagram, I'll never know. Actually, I know why, because I went and found the Unworthy Productions account on Instagram. I followed them, and miraculously enough, they put two and two together. Oh, this is the same account as this. Oh, okay. So, yeah. They've been tagging me in posts of me, you know, reacting to these things, and I'm just like, it got to the point where, like, I legit didn't even know what to say. It was just, it was a surreal thing, and I was constantly grinning from ear to ear. I'm just like, I mean, ultimately, that's not even the reason why I even reacted to Power Rangers Unworthy. I did it because the fact that I love Power Rangers. I've loved it since I was a kid. And the fact that you know, that even happened, it's just, bro, that's just amazing. It's actually amazing. But other than that, what is going on, you guys? It is yours truly, Master Ryo Sakurai here. And yes, because of the late events going on with this fan film, that apparently I didn't read the description of, like, the first video that they did, but this video, this fan film won the Morphicon contest in 2008. I didn't even know that even happened. I still need to go to a Morphicon. But anyway, for those of you who don't know this, sorry about the camera, Power Rangers Unworthy is like a dark twist type of story for the Power Rangers mythos. And what's crazy is that we all been wanting, a story, a dark tale about Power Rangers. I mean, don't get me wrong, we have it in the comics, but not, like the live action shows, right? And the fact that this is the closest that we've gotten, and it does better than the actual shows, that's crazy. Like I was saying in the beginning of this, I was walking home from work, right? And I was legit thinking about this series so far. We're only in episode 3, okay, of this entire thing. And I remember 2 months ago, I was watching Power Rangers Beast Morphers, right? And I just thought about it in my head. The whole concept behind Beast Morphers was hinting at the fact of the morphing grid, the power of the morphing grid. And the closest that show has ever gotten to talking about the benefits of using the morphing grid is turning it into green liquid. Literally fuel to power everything in a city. So y'all, Power Rangers, y'all seriously gonna tell me that an energy source that can turn a child into a demigod, literally a strong demigod, a small child, the powers of the whole universe, energy, a power source of that literally binds the entire universe in this mythos, in the mythology of Power Rangers. And the best idea that y'all could come up with is gasoline fuel? So after all this time of us using Zords, using this unlimited amount of energy, now we're at the point where you have to literally recharge it like it's a freaking car? Alright. But then when I thought about that, and then I think about how this fan film is doing and using the morphing grid idea and flipping it on its head and expanding it how any way they want, it's blowing me away. They are doing this production team. Y'all don't understand the level of creativity that they're putting in with this fans film. And the thing about it is, they don't even have to go this far. They don't. They could have just made just episode 1, then that was that. But no. They're making an actual series out of this. Like, spoiler alert, for those of you who don't know, we're going to be getting like, how many more of these? So it's 4, 5, 8. From my knowledge, 5 more episodes of this. And I deadass want more. To my knowledge, it's like 5 more episodes that's going to be coming. And I'm loving it. I am loving it so doggone much. I'm loving it more than the current Power Rangers series that they put down on TV. And that's crazy to say. Call me what you want, but this is doing it for me. Okay? It is. It just is. So anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just talk about the episodes as a whole. Okay, so episode 1 literally talks about Lord Dracon's dominant quest to go throughout the multiverse of Power Rangers, taking all the power coins that he can find, all the powers of every Power Ranger that ever existed. And in the midst of him doing this, and Billy about to escape because in the comics, spoiler alert, in the comics, Billy escapes, and Lord Draken gets all the power coins except for Bill's, because Billy had went off into a different universe to find the other Rangers so that he could tell them and warn them. Y'all get what I'm saying. Anyway, in the midst of this happening, this mysterious character called the Arbiter, this apocalyptic entity, this sentient being that apparently has existed eons before Power Rangers even became a thing, came out of nowhere and said, Lord Draken of, I forget what number of Earth that he's from. I seen what you did, but like in a nutshell, I seen what you're doing. I don't like it. You are manipulating the powers of the morphing grid. Give me your power coin or die. Matter of fact, every last one of y'all, including Lord Drakon, give me your power coins or y'all gonna get got. Basically. And he literally just said that, straight like that. And he's been saying that the entire time of this series. This man gives no fucks. He is not playing at all. So, he kills off Lord Draken. I'm assuming he takes all the power coins, because it jumps right into another Earth. This one holds the Power Rangers of Earth 2/18. Alright? And they're in the midst of fighting Scorpina. Now, deadass, I'm gonna say this right now. I don't know who the cosplayer's name of Scorpina is, but if anyone knows, please tell me, because she was absolutely just killing it in that cosplay of Scorpina. So yeah, they're fighting off Scorpina. There's there's Rocky, there's Billy, there's Trini, there's Adam, and then there's Kimberly and Tommy. And I want to say, like I said before, in like the first episode that I had reacted to, it is a dope concept, to have Tommy as a girl, and like Billy as like as black and whatnot, and like Trini, like Billy and Trini have this type of connection where like they're friends, but like she's kind of hard on him, but like he just let it bounce off and whatnot. He's just absorbing it and whatnot. Like this team is like a very fun, interesting team. You got Rocky, who the second ranger before him had apparently died, and now he's just trying to see if he is worthy, get it, of being the Red Ranger. So he's trying to live up to the expectations of the previous ranger. Like I said before, you got Billy and Trini, who have this friendship type of bond going on between the two of them. You got Adam, who's just basically chilling and whatnot. Then you got Kimberly, who's like this tomboyish type of Pink Ranger, and I love that. She has a romantic relationship with this version's Tommy, and it's very cute. It was very cute. It was very like feeling, especially when episode 2 came around. Oh Lord, I felt so bad. But yeah, it goes on with the Arbiter, entering into their universe, saying that like all of y'all are unworthy. Each ranger that I've visited throughout the multiverse has shown the same thing over and over again. All of y'all just abuse the power and whatnot. I've had enough of it. So either give me your power coins or you're done. And he like I said before, he said it like that over and over and over again. And the crazy thing about it is that he means exactly what he says. Because as soon as that episode kicks off, and in the second episode, they're basically trying to come up with a plan to go back to the command center, because as they were trying to go to command center, the Arbiter basically just disrupts them transporting to the command center and whatnot, using his own technology, which is tapped into the morphing grid. So like he can manipulate them to go anywhere. So they're basically trapped. and whatnot, Billy comes up with the idea to like go to like this like pocket dimension where they realize that the Arbiter is going to be right there because he's tracking them. So they have to, you know, cause a diversion enough for the portal to open to the other dimension where the command center is. But in the next episode, like part 2 of episode 2, shit goes left. They all get dragged out. The Arbiter just cleans floor with all of them. Rocky is just all kinds of fucked up. He kills Adam. Trini and Billy, like they try to hold him off the best they can, but it just doesn't work. And what hits me home, because the fact that I'm a big fan of the Green Ranger, period. He just disrespects the Green Ranger so much. And the crazy thing about it is the Arbiter has some type of grudge with Green Rangers, and he says it. And it like he does her so dirty. Like he picks her up, yanks her, just shanks her right in the middle of her freaking chest, and like Kimberly's just seeing all this shit, and I'm just like, damn. Like that's. You doing that right in front of her, like, and you just petty with it. You just like, you know, yeah, y'all know more, huh? Take this, bam. Yeah, you like the Green Ranger so much. There you go. Literally just cast her aside. Kimberly catches her. Like they have a moment where she's just cradling her, and it was a touchy moment. It was an emotional moment. And then out of nowhere, as freaking the Arbiter about to, you know, slaying the final blow not Trini, but Kimberly and Tommy. Out comes this another post-apocalyptic Ranger in another freaking portal, comes out looking dope as shit, calling himself the Chrono Ranger, and he's just. Of all the things that I have said in this, the Chrono Ranger is by far my most favorite non-canon extra ranger I have ever seen in my freaking life. And I'm saying that beyond all cap. Like, oh my god. So anyway, y'all honestly realize that this is episode 3 where we see the Chrono Ranger, and he's packing heat. Okay? He's got weapons on weapons. He's got guns on guns. This man has morphers on morphers. Like he came strapped. All right? He's got the time morpher. All right? Then he's got the beast the freaking beast morpher. At first I thought it was like the Omega morpher, but it wasn't. It was the beast morpher. He's got the freaking power sword, the Red Ranger power sword, strapped on his back. He's got this cloak that's strapped to him, that's wrapped around him and everything. He has a freaking robotic, a metal arm that apparently the Arbiter ripped off his real arm, so he had attached a robot arm to him. So that's crazy. Actually, it's on this side from where the camera is showing in this. But yeah, he's got that strapped to his arm. He has, what was it? Was it like the Black Ranger's cannon on the Black Ranger's weapon? Then he had like the this man had weapons like then he had like the freaking Dino Charge gun. He had the freaking Dino Charge blaster. This man came prepared. He came to fuck some shit up. And the thing about it is, he's not even, like PG and whatnot. He says shit and damn and son of a bitch and all that, and I loved it so much. Oh my god, like you could tell that this particular Ranger has been through some shit, okay? So after they all escape and whatnot, and the Chrono Ranger basically helps them out and everything, he tells us the whole backstory about the Arbiter, how he became the first Ranger, how the Morphing Grid just basically chose this being from some other type of planet and whatnot, and how like he's lived long enough to go through each universe of the Ranger multiverse, helping out, uh, uh, and just fighting evil however he can, and he's lived long enough to the point where like he shouldn't even be existing anymore. But like the Morphing Grid is just helping him carry on this mission to just fight evil in any form and whatnot, and it gets to the point where Lord Draken, of course, appears and whatnot, and he causes a disruption within the multiverse, and the Arbiter goes into where like Lord Draken is existing at, and he sees all the destruction that's going on. He picks up this toy doll that he had given to one civilian that he saved within the confines of this backstory and within episode 3, and he's just distraught. He's just disturbed. He's angry. He kills the Lord Draken in this, after like Lord Draken had faced off against this Jason that was fused with the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger and the Gold Zeo Ranger powers. Then like he just basically takes the multiverse device that Lord Draken had. I forget what it's called. He fuses himself to it and then teleports his way back to where Zordon is, and him and Zordon have a discussion about what he's doing and all that, and he's questioning the motives of Zordon and why he would give the powers of the Morphing Grid to children. Why are you trying to make children, have the power of gods without any consequences? Why are you doing this? And Zordon was like, I get what you're saying, and I understand the pain that you're feeling, but you are causing pain for every other ranger that is existing. You are basically slaughtering these rangers for absolutely no reason. These rangers represent the side of good. There's no reason why you should be doing this. If you go any further, you can't come back from this. And he's like, well, so be it. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I'll just let the Morphing Grid decide for my fate and whatnot. And if I'm wrong, then oh well. So he kills Zordon. He basically infuses himself with the Morphing Grid energy that Zordon has, warps his whole body from red to black. Like just fucks his whole shit up. And then he goes on this onslaught of just killing off all the Rangers. And while all this is happening, several weeks going in, the Power Rangers, the Rangers from Earth 218, they basically have an arc. They have an anime arc. Kimberly is trying to cope with the fact that her girl is dead. That Tommy Bay is just gone. Rocky is trying to he's trying to get a grip at the fact that all this is happening, and he has to just come into his own and become his own Red Ranger instead of trying to live up to another Ranger's expectations and earn the rights to touch the sword that the freaking Chrono Ranger had on his back. Billy is going through something because he's taking the blame as to why Adam and Tommy died in front of him and the rest of the team. Trini backs him up, supports him and whatnot. They create a device to, instead of going to the command center, bringing the, other Rangers to them, so that way they can be ready to face the Arbiter. So basically, they're bringing in Zack which is gonna be dope. I think Unworthy Productions made a video concerning Zack. I have to look at it. I'll have to look at it. What else? But yeah, Kimberly accepts the mantle as like the Pink Emerald Ranger, and she looks badass in it. She has the dragon flute and whatnot. She's ready to fuck some shit up, and it ends off like that. And I just cannot wait for episode 4. I can't wait for episode 4. I cannot wait for episode 5, 6, 7. Oh, I just can't wait for it. I get it. I said this before, but even though it's only been like 3 episodes, this series alone is just 9 out of 10. And the only reason I'm giving it 9 out of 10 is because I haven't seen what else is going to be coming. So, yeah. If you have not watched this series, I definitely encourage you to, because it is just is great. And the fact that they had literally gotten other cosplayers to be in this series, hold on, let me, my hat off to y'all. My hat is off to y'all. Y'all doing Zordon's work. Y'all like straight up, y'all are doing Zordon's work. I am happy that y'all are continuing this series. I am enjoying it so far. I cannot wait for the rest of it. The Chrono Ranger is my favorite Ranger in this whole series. The Pink Emerald Ranger is just looking badass. I hope Rocky gets to, continue to be strong. Like, I hope the entire team, comes back from this ish, because that whole thing was an anime arc. Like, it was just great. I loved it so much. But with that being said, that's going to be it for this review. Let me know what y'all think down below about this whole series. Did you like it? What were some parts that you had some issues with and whatnot? Let me know down below, and I can conversate with you guys. Anyway, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all again next time. Peace.